What's up, everybody? Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Subnautica. When we left off in the last episode, we made it back to our base and built a laboratory type area, and you might notice that we're back here. Now, some of you eagle-eyed viewers may notice I don't have a health, food, water, any of those bars. So what I did is, rather than wasting a whole lot of time of bringing stuff and taking the time to get back here and all that kind of crap, I decided to do it a little bit more of an experimental style. I'd been getting a lot of discussion and comments about potentially building a base in here, right? Like in the containment facility, because of the portals. There's like 6 portals here, and you can go to each area, right? So, what I decided to do, and we won't keep any of this, like I'm not going to save it or anything, this is purely for experimentation, but I switched it to creative and warp myself here so that I could play around with finding out exactly what I can and can't do before trying to bring a bunch of stuff and then finding out I can't do it. So first of all, it does not look like I can build facility type stuff within the, well, facility. So like bases. Bases don't seem to work inside, at least. I don't know if they will outside. I don't see why they wouldn't, because outside is, well, technically it's outside. It's exterior. It's where you build everything else. So I could see it not working in here. I would say it's probably because there's no water, except I think you can build on the surface of the floating island and stuff. So all of these modules look like they're out. Okay, so power and stuff we can do. I mean, I don't know why you'd put a solar panel inside, but now this is interesting. I have never seen a yellow grid before. Huh. That's really weird. I wonder why that's yellow. That's green, and that's a light. Okay, exterior grow beds work. I don't know why you would put, again, I don't know why you'd put that in here, but that works. Ladders need to attach to stuff. That's all stuff that needs to snap to things. Nope. Nope. Okay. Interior. Now this is important. Can I do fabricators or anything? Actually, the biggest one is going to be storage. Can I put storage anywhere? Wait, where did that go? Nope. That one won't work. How about the floor lockers? No? I was actually kind of expecting the floor ones may work, but apparently not. Okay. So it seems like all that's really available inside the base anyway is the exterior modules. But all of this stuff looks like it's looking for the actual rooms, and I can't build the actual rooms in here. So yeah, now just to double check, I don't see why it wouldn't, but just to double check, let's make sure we can build out here again before we, you know, do anything crazy and move out here and then find out, oh, it won't work. One of the only drawbacks with building like out in this area is gonna be, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's gonna be when you do come outside like this. I'm in creative, but in survival this would be hurting me, which is kind of irritating. This stuff's gonna need, this is probably all gonna need rooms and stuff, which I haven't built. Okay, so it's surprisingly touchy, actually, as to like where you can actually place it. I wonder why. Actually, you would think that being on the magma stuff would be a little bit better, but it seems to not like it. Oh, it's not snapping into it. That's the problem. Okay. So you have to have it far enough away that it's like a layer above that. Well, that's interesting. So we can build a base out here and then utilize the portals inside. Wow, frames though. That could be a problem, I suppose. I don't know how much of that. I will say this, when you just warp in, everything has to load. There is no gradual pop-in loading or anything. So that could be part of it, is I warped here, so every time I get to a newer area, it's having to load the entire chunk type thing. Now, there is one thing I wanted to try, and that's, can I put it... I was hoping I could put it out here, like up on top, but it's still seeing it the same way it sees the floor. Dang it. I was hoping that would work. Well. So, it looks like if we want to... Oh, I want to try this one, too. I want to see if I can build on that. It looks like if we want to actually build a base out here, it's going to have to be out in this area. Now, I don't know exactly how the hostile mobs will treat that, actually. I've never had, like, stalkers and things attack the base itself. I mean, they've attacked me going into my base and things, but... Okay, I can't build on that either. So it seems like you really kind of have to be out here in the main area. Now, can I put... I want to see if I can put, like, a main area super close to this. Oh! Oh, now that it'll let me do right there. Well, that's unexpected. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, there's no legs.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
So I could actually just put, like, that with... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I break things? Oh. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Oh, this is weird. This base is at an angle. Oh, that's funky. Well. That's interesting. I wonder... Can I put... Wait, why aren't you snapping to the right thing? Go there. Okay, put that there. I'm curious about something, and it's like, I've got to try it. I've got to experiment here. There's that. Can I breach this? Oh, I can. Oh. Ho ho ho. Interesting. Now wait a minute. Now you're letting me place this. What the heck? Oh. I can put one in here. Was it just the floor? Was that all it was? That it won't let me build it on the floor? Yeah. Honey, I'm home. Hold up. No, this isn't letting me build out here at all. But the entryway was letting me kind of build, as long as it wasn't attached to the floor and was kind of suspended above it. Okay. Let's see how far we can milk this. There's that. Come on, snap. The snapping seems to be less responsive than it used to be. Maybe that's just me, or maybe it's because I'm trying to do something that the game really is not designed to do. But it seems like it has a harder time with it. It could be just because those were hologram things and not completed. Because now it seems to be doing okay. Ah! Okay. Yeah, once it gets to this threshold, then it won't let me do it. Okay. But I could make a doorway like... actually, I could make a multi-room in here. You know, that kind of thing. Though we don't have any, like, ramps or anything, so I'd have to, like, jump and grab the door. But it would keep us from actually being out here in the, dangerous lava zone. I don't know. I mean, I kind of would like to start doing that if I'm going to do it. But frankly, I'd like to wait just to get everybody's feedback and see what everybody thinks, and maybe there's a better idea or something I haven't thought of. I am a little concerned with all the activity here. That it'll basically make my... It'll only exaggerate my frame rate issues, though power would not be a problem. I mean, all I'd have to do is plop a thermal plant, like, right there. Done. I mean, thermal. This whole area is hot enough it hurts you, so power-wise, I don't really have a problem with power sources. And I will say this, there is one rather large glaring issue, and that's the Cyclops. The reason I say that is because if I bring the Cyclops here, and I don't use the portals, right? Well, it's here now. Like, there's not really a whole lot down here in terms of resources. It's like kyanite. Yay! You know, but titanium... This was something I brought up in my last video, was if I built a base out here, you know, you need titanium and things to build your base, and where do you get that from? Now, a lot of people pointed out, and it is true, you have 6 portals to 6 different biomes here, so I'm sure one of them has a decent supply of titanium. Okay, I'll give you that. That makes sense. That's not a crazy talk. You do have an infinite supply of ion crystals, though I could come get these at relatively any time. But I'm trying to think of the Cyclops, and that there's really no reason to bring it down here. Actually, the prawn suit's about all I can think to bring down here, because the prawn suit can walk around and stuff in here and out there. The only way I can get a ship through is through the aquarium portal. Well, actually, I could do a portal for one of these, but still, you end up inside the base, which is dry land. That doesn't help for the sea moth or the Cyclops. I mean, even if you got them through the portal, why? It's just going to sit in the aquarium. There's nowhere for it to go. So, that's one thing. And that basically means, where do I leave it? You know, like, what do I do with it? Now, it's probably a good idea to scout these portals and find out which one is the best, like, yeah, basically the best one to leave it at, type of thing, and then leave it there. I could leave it at the, quarantine facility, outside the aquarium portal, but I think leaving, like, the sea moth or something like that would be just as beneficial. So, I'm a little mixed on what to do with my 2 submersible-type ships. The prawn suit obviously can go back and forth, but the prawn suit is not something that I would want to go all the way back to our other base for, or anything like that. You see what I mean? Like, the prawn suit works for down around in here, but once I get it here, there's no real reason to bring it back. And the other ones, there's no real reason to bring them here. So it's, where do you leave them? What portal works the best? So probably what I should do is craft a few beacons. And then, that was a suggestion that at least one comment had. I don't remember if there was more, but basically bring like at least 7 beacons, one for the main entry point and the other for the other portals. And then that way I can kind of get an idea for how far away each of those are from my existing base. So that's probably what we'll work on now, is little things like that aren't inherently bring everything here and try to start setting up a base. Now, obviously, if I build beacons and come back here, I probably should bring some things and just throw a little hatch or base or something down there, just because we're already here. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to really work on in this creative setting before I actually tried to start doing anything, was just to experiment and see what all I could actually do. I'm a little mixed. I'm not sure if it's worth the trouble to do it or not, but I mean, like I mentioned in my last episode, I'm kind of starting to feel like I'm running out of things to do, so I might as well try it and see what happens. So let me switch back over to creative, to survival, and get some beacons and stuff going, and then we're gonna test that out. Okay, so we're back in survival mode here, back at our base. And I've been doing some resource gathering. As you can see, I've actually gotten quite a few copper, believe it or not. That's a thing. So, unfortunately, though, what tab is it under? Deployables? Deployables. So, beacons, unfortunately, require copper wires, which, if memory serves, is 2 copper ore a pop, which kind of sucks. And let's see, the batteries, the ion batteries are ion in a power cell. Ion in a power cell, yeah. Ion in a copper ore, and this is 1, so I'd like to keep at least, let's see, do I have one on here? I do, don't I? I've got an ion on there, I've got 2 on the prawn suit, I'm pretty sure. So what else do I need an ion for? Oh, batteries. I was gonna do ion batteries. That's right. For that, no, that's 1. For that one, and I can put it in one of these, the builder, I think. Anyways, so I wanted to try and keep a couple, but that's 1, 2, yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to, I don't think, which is fine, really, because in all reality, I don't really need the ion batteries all that much. I've got the swim charge fins and everything, so I don't really need them all that much. What is that? Oh, titanium ingot. I thought that was rubber for a minute there. So yeah, let's get some beacons going. And I don't really need my knife out, but whatever. So we're gonna get some beacons going, and then I guess I'm gonna go... I don't really want to warp there, because it's one thing in creative, but that's kind of cheaty, sort of, in the main game. So I guess I'm gonna have to tootle on over to the energy pulse origin. Let's see, do I have everything that I need? I think so. I've got some titanium and some stuff if I need to build anything, I guess. Though I could just grab... I don't know if it's faster to take the sea moth. It might be. Though I don't have any of the depth things. Let me check to see what the depth is on the sea moth by default. Because I don't have any of the depth upgrades. They're all in my prawn suit. I might have to swap them out. 200 meters? I don't know if that's deep enough. Let me see. I'm gonna grab my... I think we're gonna leave the Cyclops here for now. I'm gonna grab my upgrades out of the prawn suit, and then we're gonna take the little sea moth over there instead. Okay, so 2 things. 1, you can take the sea moth through the portal, because I just did it, but I did not think about the depth. Because, as you can see, we're kind of in the red. Now it seems... I'm not positive, but it seems like as long as we don't run into anything, it's not really just crushing us, which is good. Because I really thought it was just going to start... Like, as soon as I went through the portal, it started...
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Oh, yep, nope. Nope, now it's doing it. Okay. 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 Gotta take it back. Gotta take it back. Yeah, I was not really thinking about that. It's weird, though, right? It's not crushing me down here. It crushes me when I get up there. It's funky.
Warning. Maximum depth
Yeah.
Hull damage imminent.
Okay, so we are back. I managed to get up to the surface, which is all good. I wasn't actually sure, to be honest, because of the height there between the portal and the bay. I wasn't sure if I had enough air, but apparently you do. And it wasn't actually too crazy. It was... I think I had like 95 air left or something, so it wasn't too drastic. Alright, so let's set one of the beacons. How many do I have? 3, so we can do one side, it looks like. I forget, do I have to fight these things? I don't really remember. And for those of you that were asking about not really being sure how long these take, because I tend to cut them out, I think it's something like 15-ish to like 30 seconds, somewhere in there. Maybe, not even that, probably. It's just feels a little bit longer because you're just staring at a screen. So I'll just let this one play out just so you can see what it does. And it's also kind of choppy. That's the other thing, like the loading thing is a little choppy there. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, something like that. It's not crazy long, but just, it's enough to, normally if I'm not showing it off or something and we're just, you know, doing a typical video and I'm just talking over it or something, there's not a whole lot of point in leaving it in, and it's a good spot to do a little transition thing. I don't actually know where we are on this one. Cush zone, I think. That's what I'm thinking this is. So, let's release you, right about there. I don't want to pick up, I want to edit beacon label, there we go. Cush zone. I think, right? Yeah, Cush zone, okay. So that's the Cush zone. Yeah. That thing's gonna come after me now. I hate those little shocky things. I always find them quite shocking. Alright, so I guess... Ow. Over dramatic much. It didn't even do anything to my health bar. It took 1 health point. I got like a red screen. So yeah, let's do the next one. So, I believe I miscounted. I thought there was 6 portals. But I think each one of these middle rooms is like this. I don't think there is a portal. I totally forgot about it, to be honest. I just ran into this middle one, and I don't think there's a portal there, so it might be 4. It may not be 6. I really thought it was, but, yeah, after looking at it, I don't see a portal in there. And these are, like, really super... oh, there we go. There's the Cush zone. They're, like, right here. I mean, they're not hard to find. So I think those middle ones aren't actually portals, in which case we only need another beacon, which is kind of cool. Alrighty, so we have arrived in our... Oh! In our, changing scene here. Because, it was a lot brighter a second ago. Somebody turned the lights off. I don't know what... Oh, wait, is this the mushroom one? I think this might be the mushroom biome. Mushroom forest. Cave. Yep. Okay. Let's just go ahead and drop it off right here. We don't really need it to be super accurate. I just kind of need it to be in the ballpark. So, mushroom cave. I mean, that is what the actual beacon is highlighting. Let's see. So the Cush zone is 2,200 away. This is obviously very close. Where's my other... I feel like there's some kind of distance thing to the beacons, or the ping managers. Not ping managers. The beacon signal things, whatever you call it. Yeah, it is the ping manager. Because I have all of them turned on, but, like, you don't see them all. And I wonder if that's just because I'm too far away, but then you have stuff like the Cush zone here that's 2,200 meters away, and I would think that my vessels are not that much farther, or, yeah, not much farther away from that, but yet I still can't see them. Okay, so the third, I was going to say final, but I actually do have one more stop, I just don't have any more beacons. But the third and semi-final, almost final, stop on our master plan to chart this unknown world. It's coming up, which, is this the Deep River? Precursor Cave Ghost Tree. Oh, no, no energy for you. Get away. Yeah, Lost River. Okay. Under a creepy waterfall. Alright, so there's that. And we'll do... Why does it say Beacon 2? Anyways, Lost River. That'll work. I'm also gonna grab this stuff here, because it seems like it could be useful, and it's right in front of my face. Whoa, warper. Nope, 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 nope. Don't want none. Don't want none. Don't look back. Not looking back. Okay, so we are back. And a bit of a strange phenomenon, actually, that I'm noticing is my waypoints are gone for the Seamoth, the prawn suit, the Cyclops, and the life pod. Now I know when you get to a certain distance they turn off, but all of these are set to on. And I never saw them. Like on my way back into the base, I never saw them pop up. So that seems like some kind of a glitch where if you leave through the portal things and come back, like sometimes the waypoints don't work right. But we have our beacons at least, so we have the Lost River there. The Mushroom Cave is probably the closest access point, actually. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Where'd the signal go? There it is. So 1680, that's 18, so 1100 is probably the closest access point, actually. I didn't pay attention to the depth, though. I don't know how deep that area is. So I'm not sure if I can do that with the Seamoth or not. We're going to go ahead and throw that back on there in case I forget. So, yeah, it seems like the Mushroom Cave should be our access point, then. Like I said, the Energy Pulse Origin isn't bad, but that's still another, like, 15... That's another, like, 500 meters away from the Mushroom Cave entrance. So that definitely seems like our better option in terms... Well, other than the other last beacon, though I imagine, by the way these are spread out... I don't know, because I was going to say this is probably one, and then there's one over there, and then these two, but now that I think about it, the Mushroom Cave and the Kush Zone were one side, and the Lost River was another, so yeah, that might not actually be a thing. So, yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest, about, a lot of things. No, no, I'm not really sure about, like, if I'm being fully honest, I'm not really sure what else to do in the game sense of things at the moment, in terms of, if I keep expanding the base, then it gets to a frame rate problem. So then my only real option is to kind of follow through with the whole try and build a base over in this thermal area, but then the game itself limits me in not being able to build in that area. So it's a little iffy. It's a little iffy in like what I'm kind of moving forward and what I'm looking to do. If everybody wants to keep going and you know, we just need things to do and stuff, but everybody wants to see more Subnautica. My guess is I'm going to try and gather up some resources and head towards the Mushroom Cave as my ferrying point, and kind of bring some stuff down there, go through the Mushroom Cave, and then basically come out into that front lava area and try and build out there. It's just limiting. That's the only problem I have with that theory. Like, I like the idea, especially if we could have built inside the facility. That would have been cool. The one part that I feel a little limited on is that, like, the moon pool and stuff. Even if I put one in there, there's no point. Even with a maximum capacity, the Seamoth can't go that low. So there's no real point other than, yes, okay, I could do the prawn suit, but the prawn suit, actually that would be the only reason is the prawn suit, because I can't take the Cyclops down there. I can, but there's no point. Like, I can't take it through the portal thing. Well, actually, I don't know that to be true, but even if I took it into the portal, it'd be in the aquarium, it wouldn't be out front by the base. And thus, I'm left with, why would I take it down there if you're just going to puddle around in the little aquarium thing? It doesn't really serve a purpose. So for charging and stuff, I would probably have to take a moon pool, or build one, by the lava area. So, well, no, I wouldn't, actually. If I equip the prawn suit with a thermal generator, which... oh gosh, what does that cost again? I forgot. Prawn suit, thermal generator, kyanite, uraninite... and advanced wiring kit, so it's the uraninite that I don't have. So yeah, I would actually want to equip the prawn suit with a thermal generator, and then I wouldn't need a moon pool room down there. It would just stick it outside and let it charge in the heat. But I guess my question, my big thing that is my hang up is I've had a couple of people that have advocated for trying to do a base there, but my point is kind of like, why? Like, what purpose does it serve to have a base there? Now, a lot of people will be like, it's just cool, and that's fine. But it's hard for me thinking, okay, if once I do it, then what do I do? You know what I mean? Like I said, I've voiced this a couple of times where I kind of have to come at it from a different angle than just I'm playing a game and what do I want to do because it'd be fun. I do have to come at it from a video standpoint too, because I'm not just playing by myself and just doing whatever I feel like doing because it's fun. I mean, I kind of am, but you know, I'm trying to make it entertaining too, and so it's kind of like, why? It's kind of cool, but then once it's built, what do I do with it? You know, like, it's just kind of there. There's no real resources down there other than kyanite that I don't really have access to in some other area. So it's just a little... I was kind of hoping, I was kind of going for the idea when I thought I could build more, but when I tried it out at the beginning of this episode and found that it was limiting what I could do, the motivation kind of dwindled a little bit. Not that I won't do it or something, and if, like I said, if everybody's still just like, I get that we're kind of running out of things, but I like Subnautica and I want to keep it going. I kind of think that it's just one of those... I'm trying to figure out if it would be more advantageous and more entertaining, too. That's the other thing, is, like I said, it has to come from a creator standpoint. If that's what everybody wants to see, I don't care. Then I'll just keep asking for suggestions on what people want to see, and we'll just keep making up crap to do. My thing is, I don't want the videos to get redundant or boring because there's no goal, like you don't know where you're going with it. And the storyline, the new updates and stories and things was cool. It was something to work towards, and doing a fresh restart and then going after that, you know. But again, we kind of caught up again. So now I'm like, what do I do now? And there's still some building, but until they do... Now, once they do some optimization things, I wouldn't mind tackling doing more building stuff in terms of, like, trying to revisit that whole glass the planet thing like we wanted to do before and do an underwater glass network of bases. But as it stands, the current optimization wouldn't really let me do that, per se. So, that's where I'm at. We've laid out some target beacons. I still have one portal that I need to find and map as to where it goes and things like that. But ultimately, I'm kind of just questioning the validity of, like, why do I need to go through the effort of building a base down there? It doesn't really help me do anything. Like, I'll be able to mine diamonds out the wazoo because I have a base. You know, it doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of novelty. It's like, it's cool. You know, why not? I don't really have anything better to do, basically. But the question that raises for me personally as a creator, as a content creator, is... should I keep going and doing things for the heck of it because I don't have anything better to do, or should I take this time to put the series on another, like, hiatus until they do some content update, optimization, stuff like that, to where we can do more, and then, like, I don't know, do a different series, start up something else, revisit kind of like the No Man's Sky thing and stuff. After a while, I was just like, I'm running out of things to do, and I'd rather do something else, and we ended up doing Medieval Engineers? Yeah, that was it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm not saying one way or another. If everybody wants to see more Subnautica, we'll do more Subnautica. But, if that's the case, then definitely put in your input on things to do and things you haven't seen, things you'd like to see, stuff like that. But in the meantime, I think we're going to wrap things up here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.